Hello, my peeps. And so many things pop up now on the computer all at once. I have to try to figure out how to get them all ready at once. Um, why is that not opening up though? I just about accidentally hit the X button instead of moving it over. Sorry, I'm just making sure I don't have the mic muted because yeah, I've done that before too. Okay, just a minute. I got too many things my way. Oh, we made it to Friday, peeps. Some weeks it doesn't seem like we will. This is Tracey, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and the paper pusher, coming to you live from beautiful downtown Mornville. On what is today? Friday. Well, I know it's Friday, but the 12th of April. Thank goodness for computers and telling me things. Sometimes I need to know what day of the week. I wish my computer said, Tracey, it's Friday. It's the 12th of April. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. Anyways, I got to stop talking because who kits less than half an hour? Let's see how we do. So if you watched on, no, Tuesday I did the other thing. Wednesday I did my unboxing, and I showed you that I ordered the 2 new kits. So these would have been the 2 kits for March. I think it was last week when I was doing the live, and I got so turned around on what month it was and Paper Pumpkin because I thought I was missing a kit. Wait a minute, I didn't get it yet, and then it turns out I got my March kit. The April kit closed yesterday, so I won't get it till probably, well, today's Friday, so I'll get it next week. And I somehow couldn't wrap my brain around what was going on. I just said these were the March kits, didn't I? These are the April kits. So this is my issue. These are the 2 newest. Let's just go with that. Kits that came up. And I don't know which kit is on top because I didn't look since Wednesday. Oh, it's the fun one. Well, they're both gonna be fun. So yeah, we're just doing whichever one comes up first. That's my good planning. So yes, each month 2 new kits release. I haven't noticed a real rhyme or reason. There was a home decor one with the house plants. There was the game one last time. That was lots of fun. I'm definitely not good at that game. And then, so one month was both the projects were no stamp projects. This time there's one with no stamping and one with stamping. So I think it's just going to be whatever is going to be. They will sometimes be released related to holidays. So I will expect, and because crafters, start early, I expect that August, September, we're going to see the first of the Christmas kits. I don't know this. I just suspect this. Last year there was an advent calendar, tags, and cards. So I don't know if they'll be the same this year. If they decide to do, if there will for sure be cards. There's always cards. If they decide to do something extra, though, that dictates. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that. Look! Oh my goodness! Sorry, I don't swirl. Look at this. Can you see? The card base is matte. Oh, there we go. Gotta get the, but the rainbow is shiny. Okay, I gotta focus. Yeah, it depends how many projects are coming out when they start. They don't typically do like a specific Mother's Day, Father's Day type thing, but they will have, like, if they have a set that has that stamp in it, or that's maybe more conducive to a male or female audience, they will do that. I'm just gonna sort as I go. So yeah, I expect there's lots of, I cannot wait to put these together. Okay. I expect that there's lots of, those 2 are less exciting, dimensionals and some string. Lots of fun in our future with all these different kits coming up. Oh, okay. So just so you know, I did this and I was like, well, that's not right. This is a left-handed card. And so then I went like this. Oh, I must have it backwards. No, so anyways, yes, these cards, not only are they nice and shiny, but it's a full rainbow. So you could make this card, and the inside is going to be the fun part because that's where the pop-up part is. But if you didn't want to do it that way, if you wanted to just put the pop-up in a different card, look at the fun card you could make with this. Anyways, that's one of the designs. And the fun envelopes. Okay, so that one's got balloons on it. This one has rainbows on it, so I'm going to guess the rainbow goes with the rainbow. What's the commercial? Chase the rainbow. Oh, and this one has fruit on it. So yeah, because I know what the cards look like. Okay, so this one has a sun. So we're just gonna, let's do this. This is the fruit one, and that's the balloon one. Pardon me a moment while I pick up all the things I just knocked on the floor. Okay, and back we go. My rolly chair. Oh, look at this one. Balloons. Oh, balloons. Okay, so this one's only a one-sided card, but and the same thing. Those are shiny as well. Oh, these are nice, man. Because this is no stamping. I just realized my keyboard is out. That's why everything is out of whack. This is no stamping, so English, French, German, and Dutch are the languages that come with it. Put those off to the side and check those out later. Strawberries. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, more sentiments. And then some things for the front. And then, as always, there are instructions should you care to actually do things the right way. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, so, but I got to figure out what some of these things are. So it will tell you, usually on the first page, yes. So right when you first open the instructions, it will tell you. Can I put those down there and still? Yes. So it tells me, because that's what I was wondering, one of these things, that these are the stems, leaves and stems for the strawberry. So they get one of the light ones and one of the dark ones each. Oh, look, we got some, just a minute. We got some glue dots that we're hanging on underneath. So that's where these go. The rays, I'm pretty sure I know that the rays of sun go with the, oh, these are shiny too. Oh, it's going to be an awesome card. Those ones go with the rainbow. Now, here's the thing. Be careful with your negative images, like this piece of paper, because you could very easily, especially because it's got the little, like the overlap, like you could trim these out and make a cool little side part too. But you could use these as stencils. And I think because it's got this little bit of extra glossy stuff on it, it'll last longer. Like it won't get as ink logged along the edges as stencils generally do if you make your own stencils. So yeah, I'm gonna suggest that. So I was wrong, actually. And it turns out these are not sun rays. They go with the balloons. I'm trying to, oh, I'm missing where these little green strips go, but the green strips go with the berries. I just wasn't looking close enough. Okay, so the rainbow all on its own does not have any extra little die cuts. Oh, there we go. I'm going to set that off there. Put my little cardboard in my little cardboard board. I'm going to have more cardboard than a person can ever deal with, but, there we go. So then, once we've decided what goes with what, each one of them has their own. That is right. Okay, see, when you look down here, there is a sun. I knew there was a sun on that card. But on here, it shows the sun going with this. So that's just a mistake on the instructions. They don't make very many of them. We can figure them. It's all good. So now we're going to go with the berries. Oh, very proud of you. How cute is that? I love me a good pun. So this is how nicely and how quickly these kits go together. We have our envelope. Okay, I'm going to put the extras away as I go because Lord knows what will happen if I don't. So we have our envelope, excuse me, card base, strawberry, set of leaves, little background for my sentiment, and then all the extra bits and pieces. We're just going to pop to there. Now, again, if you want to just make the cards the way they are, they see even make pretty colors on the inside. If you want to just make the cards the way they are, you can. If you want to stretch your kits out, then you could very easily cut this card base in half, trim it to size, or even just leave it the full size, and mount it on just a basic white, or very vanilla might work. Excuse me. I forgot to grab a drink first. Yeah, you could almost do the very vanilla. Excuse me. If you put, like, so if I was going to cut this base up, I would maybe I would want to go blue, even though the strawberry is flirty flamingo looking. Maybe go with flirty flamingo, which is closer to this color, and make a little matte, and that will give you a little bit of a buffer between the very vanilla and the. I'm not actually sure what color that is. It looks kind of like maybe lemon lolly. It'll say on the back. I didn't. You know me. I rarely read anything on the instructions. I'll just dive right in. Lemon lolly it is. You could certainly, though, have to get a different piece. You'd certainly mount it on white cardstock. See, my instinct would be to put this nice blueberry color around, like the blueberry bushel color around it, and but then that matches the blueberry. Well, maybe it's okay, but that's not going to match the strawberry, which is going to be your focal point here in a minute. Okay, so, but if not, let's just make the card the normal way. And look, there's fun stamping on the inside too. So like I said, I like to, and this, I know my card is upside down right now, but I'm right-handed. I think it probably is because I'm right-handed. So I have to do it this way. I have to match the edges up so I can hold them with my left hand so I can see. But as soon as I pushed down on this, I felt it give underneath. So I didn't have a, as my dad would say, put a grip on it. I didn't have a grip on it. Okay, there we go. So I have my card and it opens this way. If you are gonna, I don't know that you could accidentally do it upside down. Maybe you could. But even if you did, it would just mean the fruit on the inside was upside down, which, not the end of the world. Okay. So then it shows me using the very proud of you. Je t'aime ta fraise. See, it's been a long time since I took French. So here, I'm gonna give you my my I really don't know the language interpretation, but oh, j'aime. Je t'aime is I like you, but j'aime ta fraise. I think this means I like your strawberry. So maybe there's like a little expression that's not actually it, because hey, I like your strawberry does not make any sense to me. Einfach bärenstark. My apologies to anybody who I am offending my very poor pronunciation of your language. I like to try things, and when I travel, I do try to learn parts of the language, phrases, something. I like to make the effort, but I am not a gifted linguist or anything by any means. Oh, and Dutch is such a pretty language, and I don't think I can do it justice. But this first word is J-I-J, and I have the foggiest idea how to even pretend to pronounce that. Yeet been the best. I have no idea. Anyways, if you speak any of those languages, but it is very cute. Very proud of you. So I think I've showed you this before. And because I'm so weak today, I'm actually going to pay a little more attention. This is showing me that I'm putting like what you're putting dimensionals on. So maybe I should bring that close enough. See the little hexagons? That shows you to put a dimensional on the back of that one. And this one shows you to put a glue dot on the back of that one. And then the leaves have dimensional. I would have put dimensionals anyways. What I'm trying to figure out is, what is this glue dot for? I really don't know what that glue dot is for, because the strawberry has adhesive on it. I have no idea. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Okay, so we are going to, seriously? I have somehow already, since I've somehow already buried, I think I've already buried my dimensionals, but I do see them. But I have an open pack of dimensionals going here. And because these are narrower, I like to save myself some dimensionals, but also save myself the try to make them work so they're not poking out the other way. And cut my dimensionals in half sometimes. If I had mini dimensionals, I would just put the mini ones. So in their picture, it says to put 3 full-size dimensionals, but I'm putting 1.5. And it is actually more so just because then they don't poke out. It's way less about the how many dimensionals I use, because Lord knows I got dimensionals. Okay, so then we're using a little bit of glue dots on our, and I'm just doing it the easy way because I'm already far behind. Now, I think in the picture, this is at a jaunty angle. So you have the option of jaunty angle, lining it up, flat, whatever. I like the jaunty angle. So we're just jaunty angling it too. So this one goes up in the corner. This is my big challenge of doing all these cards in 30 minutes. Would be better if I wouldn't yapping, I think. Okay. And then I'm putting dimensionals on the backs of these things just because It looks so much better. Now, this look, even with the little one, so now here, I'm just gonna go this way. I used all my edge. Remember I told you the other day, the first thing I do, I cut off the edge pieces. Well, I use the edge pieces the first. Like I find them so handy. I use them faster than anything else. But now because I'm like slowly whittling away at that piece. So I find that instead of putting one dimensional in the middle and having the thing kind of rock and roll, I would rather put two dimensionals. And even on this one, like they're going to be closer together, but I'd still rather have two pieces than one rocking back and forth. So then these bad boys, I really should have brought something to drink. So this is going to pop up quite a bit just with 2 layers of dimensionals. If you're mailing this, maybe leave off a second one. I'm going to do this because I think it's adorable. And it'll likely just be handed to somebody. Now, here's our little honeycombs. Honeycomb, won't you be my baby? Honeycomb, be my... Okay. Look at how cute the strawberries. They have adhesive right on them. So we're going to pull this little backing off. Now, if you were handing this to somebody or you were making it for like an art, like a framed art or in a scrap or something, then maybe you would do both at one time. But I'm going to say that there is no mail service in the land. This one, I'm trying to get my fingers in here. There's no mail service in the land that is gonna put this strawberry through the mail. Well, through the mail just in general, but through the mail without squishing it. So I don't know anywhere where you'd be able to mail this thing just like this. But look how adorable it is. Okay, so here's my thought though. I'm going to glue one side. So I'm going to peel the adhesive off this side. Which did I start? I think this was the one I started already. Obviously went right back down. Okay, so now, oops. Okay, I pulled it off the left side. It really doesn't matter which. I'm making a left-handed card. And then I'm going to suggest, just gotta get the trickiest part of this, and it probably isn't just me thing, but is getting a grip on it. There we go. So you're not going to be able to tuck this under the leaves, right? Because you've got them popped up and there's like too many dimensions. It's not going to fit easily underneath there. This has too much dimension. But if I center this on the leaves and I put it down, and then I'm going to squish this down. There we go. So I would say somewhere I have a black marker, but I don't remember what I did with it. But did you know, because I probably said it 7,000 times, there we go, that our black blends, the alcohol markers, are permanent. So I'm going to write on the side of this, pull off backing to finish. There. Now, you could have just done this with a Sharpie, but for some reason, I don't know where my Sharpies are. So there we go. So now I've written pull off backing to finish. So now whoever gets this card should be able to figure out, excuse me, just to pull this backing off, and it comes off very easily. And then they'll open it up, stick it down, and then they've got their adorable berry card. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. I gotta pick up the speed here. I mean, we're never going to finish in half an hour at the rate I'm going. Maybe half an hour already. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. Okay, so I have nope, I don't have a base. So I have an envelope, card base, honeycomb. I'm not going to sing every time I say the word honeycomb, but I want to. Old school country music. Oh, love it. Okay, again, you could cut this in half and make 2 awesome rainbow type cards out of it. You could leave it, whoever you get or whoever you give it to is going to be able to make a cool thing out of this. Like, oh, look at that little shot of lemon lolly. Okay, so this one, it shows the cloud as your sentiment. So congrats, félicitations, pro. This not only is it a different language, but it's upside down. Proficiat. and gratulation. I say everything with a French accent, even though two of those other languages are different. I honestly don't know which one of these is German and which one is Dutch. I know the English and the French, the rest I have no idea. But you know what? I do know enough people who speak just enough French to know that the word félicitation is means congratulations. So I'm putting that on my card. And once again, it's going to show you that this is what goes on. Oh, there's two of them here. This one says, congratulations, you did it. Gut gemacht, I'm going to guess is German. And again, my apologies for that accent. And je Glück would be the Dutch. To us, oh, that means you did it. Still making it in French. Okay. So it's going to show you that we're putting dimensionals on our sun, our clouds, everything. We're dimensionaling the heck out of the front. And then the sun goes on the inside. So same deal. I'm going to say that we are going to, I'm going to do the sun first because afterwards this is all going to be squished. I'm going to take, well, you know what? I do like to dry fit things. So that means put them together without without the adhesive on them, so you can change if you miss something, or if you just don't like the original plan. So this is, look how nice and big and full the sun is. So when the people open this card, it is going to pop up on them, and because this one is on the inside, and when we fold the card, it's going to be done. Sorry, I'm off screen again, but I got to get it where I can see what I'm doing. I'm pulling both sets of backings off. And then I'm just going to straddle the fold. I'm going to center this and I'm going to straddle the fold so that my card, so just to make sure that I don't have cardstock on either side. The sun seems to be just the slightest bit offset. And then I'm just going to kind of drop one way because I think that's going to be the easier way to do it, is just drop that down. So, okay, maybe I should have waited to peel that one off because then I'd have been able to push on this a little better, but it'll come together. And then I'm just going to fold the card closed because I think that's how I'm going to get the best placement. Right, so I got it. The thing is 1/8 of an inch wide. I can't wait to open this and see how it looks. So, I mean, it straddles the fold fairly nicely. So if you put it like that and drop it down, I think that and the honeycomb are going to give you enough. Are you ready for this? Whoa! I love it. And the best part of this is, like I said, you can do it ahead of time because when you close it, it's going to be closed. Now, this would hamper somebody taking this card and putting it, but look at this. You could have it like this on your desk. And one side you see the sunshine and one side you see the rainbow. Love it. Okay, so seriously, just had them a minute ago. Okay, so these are big. So I'm going to put full-size ones on here because we got a lot of ground to cover on this one. Now, I want to put this, and I want to put this one. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes I get excited and I put dimensionals everywhere, and then I realize that if I'm tucking something over or under something else, then I get my dimensionals in the way. So this one is fully dimensional. This one, I'm going to put like this. So I need to make sure that right in this corner I have a dimensional because it's going to be clear of the other one. And then I need just a smaller piece in this bottom corner. I'll make them go with the shape of the thing because the other piece is going to go on top. And I haven't peeled the backs off of any of these, so I can, right? So I can just, that's why they're flopping around on my card. So this card is not like completely flat. You guys, this card is awesome. You got to see it in person. And then this one, I'm going to tuck under like this. Now it does say to put it on dimensionals, but you know what? I don't want to. I'm going to put glue dots on it instead. So here's the thing. I don't think this card is going to be manhandled so much that I have to glue every ray down, but I do want to make sure that I have glue dots there. Now, I'm using the roll just because it's faster. You could use the little ones on the back. I'm not just going to stick one glue dot in the middle because this thing will forever be twisting and turning. I'm putting 3 glue dots on it. I probably could get away with 2, but this is such a nice piece. I don't want anything to happen to it. And I'm just putting them, and I'll show you in a minute here. They're not going to be even because I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm just roughly guessing where they're going, but I got 3 glue dots on it. It doesn't like it when it can see anything below me. Anyways, and that's just so that I mean, one would hold it, but the 3 is so it doesn't spin around. Now I'm going to do this one first, because then it figure out, there we go. Because then I can push down on it, because once the clouds are in, I won't be able to push down on it. And then our big clouds go next. So even without the awesome sun in the middle, this is a great card. And then the sun is just the icing on the cake. Look at that. And then this one. Now, depending, if I didn't have a lot of space, if I just had a little bit of room for dimensionals, I would actually probably put some adhesive here. But I'm pretty sure these two are going to hold these right where I want them to, and that I don't need to put anything that fastens this to this. So they're good. Look at this card. Is this card not awesome? And then, whoa! If only the cards had sound effects like that every time you opened them. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, last one. Speed up, Tracy. We got pets to get to. Okay, it's 4 minutes. You know I'm not finishing in half an hour, but I'm going to go through the second kit. I will hopefully do it faster than I did the first kits. And then we'll be done. Okay, so we have our lovely balloons with a little bit of pool party peeking out. I think that's pool party. That would be my guess. And then we have our balloons. Now this one, again, is just the one side. It's just the rainbow that's on both sides. What's with my bone folder? There we go. I especially like to get this right when I'm using pre-printed card bases. Because if I was using petal pink, a solid petal pink card base, this is my problem with getting anything done in time. I have thoughts on everything. If I was doing this with petal pink and I got this slightly off, the petal pink would show through on the inside, right? Because it's petal pink on both sides. But in this case, because they are pre-printed card bases, it's white on the inside. So if this is off too much, you're going to see white. And that's why I go to such great lengths to make sure that my things line up. Oh, look how cute this is. Okay, so this one, not surprisingly, has keep heap hurrah. I'm going to guess that this is the Dutch one. And even without speaking Dutch, I'm pretty sure it says hip hip hooray. Ein Haupt of Diep. I seriously, I need somebody who speaks another language to tell me if I am like anywhere close on pronouncing these things. And again, my apologies. No offense is intended. I just like to try. Okay. So we're gonna put some balloons. I was making sure I don't need to tuck anything underneath here. Oh, I was going to say, where's the string? It seems like so long ago that I took this little package of twine out, and I forgot I had it. As mentioned previously, probably every time, the kits tell you how long to cut your piece of string, and if you don't have a ruler handy, the kits have inches, and then it goes into centimeters, depending which one you want, that help you so you can measure. I, on the other hand, have a ruler stuck to the front of my desk. What? That's 12 inches. So I just use the front of my desk as my measuring, because I have a like a seamstress tape, sewing tape stuck to the front. Yeah, see, this is just a bow. This seems like a really long piece to make a bow. I don't think you need to cut your piece of string 12 inches long. Save some of the twine for other projects, because holy cow, this seems like a very big bow. Sorry, did it again. Some things you just have to do at the angle you can see. But yes, look how big this bow is. Holy crikey. And super long. Okay, yeah, we're going to be trimming that, but yeah, don't cut 12 inches. That's way more than you need. Okay, so Oh Happy Day goes on the front. Oh, I guess you're just covering up this one balloon. And I guess they leave it like this should you choose to put a different sentiment on it. You could put something down here and not cover up any of the balloons. But I'm going with what they told me to do. Look at me following instructions for once. And then we need to take our little glue dot, and in the awesome words of Diane, roll it like a booger. so that we can put it right down here. So we have somewhere to stick our glue into our rolled up glue dot. And then, yeah, this just seems like a huge ribbon. So even that, look at this. Like, this card is awesome. But okay, so I just cut off almost 3 inches of string. So it says 12 inches. I would say you will easily be able to tie this bow with 10 inches. Not, you don't need to cut it as to 12. So I guess we're about to test our theory because I forgot that I should have put the other thing in first, but I just got so excited about that. Okay, so then we have our big balloon. We're going to dry fit. So, and when I'm dry fitting this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open just enough that I can get my finger in between one of the honeycombs so I don't squish anything. I remember we used to get these, and we had all these decorations when I was a kid. We had a bunch of these that opened up. One was a Christmas tree, one was a bell. I think one was a sleigh. And at Christmas time, we would have them, and then my mom wouldn't stick the glue, all right? Because we had the kind that you pulled the whole way around, and we wouldn't stick them together. That we would just put little paper clips on them. Because then at the end of the season, you pop the paper clips off, you fold it back up, you can reuse it. The next year, and we used to put them every year, but you had to be very careful that you didn't get overexcited and pull too hard because they were very easy to rip. Look at how awesome that is. Okay, so same thing's going to apply. This time I'm going to peel one side off and not both. But I'm going to do the same thing I did. I'm going to center it. And this time I'm making sure that I put my balloon down above the string so that I'm not covering the bow. And then I'm just going to drop it sideways, crookedly, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to work out okay. Well, I guess we're about to find out. And then I'm just going to close it. No, see, I went a little bit crooked when I dropped it. That's why I was trying to pick it up. It adheres very nicely, though. Oh, there we go. I didn't push on it because I was waiting to see. Okay, definitely make sure that you do not have any of the cardboard backing on the, anywhere like too close to the score line, or the card will not fold. That's why I couldn't get it to fold to begin with. This is going to fold a little bit shorter on the back because I put it. So yeah, that didn't work. It worked with the sun. It did not work with the balloon. I mean, it's still going to work in the way the card is going to work. Nobody's going to be the wiser. Unless you look here and you can see this is what I meant by stuck folded right on these pre-printed bases. So I would say when you're putting this down, maybe instead of centering it and then kind of flopping it, maybe just go like a 1/16 of an inch away from the fold, stick one side down, and then peel the backing off and close it. I think you'll get a little bit better. I think that way you won't misalign this. Like I said, it worked on the first one, but it didn't work as well on the second one, so that's probably a safer bet. Look how cute that card is. Oh, happy day. What? Love it. Okay, so there's these 3 cards, which obviously I had way too much fun with. Oh my goodness, I love this card. I love just the way the front looks. And very proud of you. But yeah, I would say this is a good idea. And then, because then they know that they can pull this backing off. And if they know it's sticky, I don't think it will take, in the process of pulling this backing off, I think they will figure out that this goes like this. So cute. Oops, I forgot all my extra sentiments. I have to go back in the box. Okay, kit number 1. Half an hour. See, if I didn't talk so much, it'd probably work better. Okay, make sure I put my instructions back in. So we are having Midweek Escape is on Thursday at Nourish. Right there, couldn't do it with the other box. And so we're using a few different kits. I will have both these kits there. That's why I'm going to make sure I put the instructions back in. So if you wanted to make one of these 2 cards, you can. Oh yes, Old Olive. I'm just going to cut my losses and take the Old Olive, the big ink pad that I have, as opposed to fighting with the little spot. So yeah, I currently do not have any reservations for it. If I do not get some RSVPs by Monday, I will cancel. So yeah, if you're thinking of coming and you're just, let me know by Monday. If I don't know by Monday, we're done. Both Jen and I have busy lives, things to do. So that's the cutoff date for whether we've got to rework our week or plan other things. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is a great stamp set. And Best Friends Forever, that works on any card. I'll always be by your side. That could be for anybody. You make my heart happy. Here's to a true friend. So all of these little friendship things, yes, they may apply to a pet. They also apply to people. And sometimes it's easier to like pets than people. But depending who you want your card for, there you go. I really wish I had grabbed my tea. I'll be honest with you. I got distracted because I was watching the last couple of minutes of FBI Most Wanted, the fictional one, not the real one. Although I'm pretty sure that it's based on a whole bunch of real stories, which some weird people in the world. And it was like there's like a couple minutes left, and I thought, oh, I can finish this before I start. I did not. I had probably there's still 3 minutes left, but I was trying so hard to finish it that I totally lost track of time. Okay, so we have, because this is a stamping kit, in the kit collection, you get a stamping block. So there's a new stamp block, which I'm going to leave in here just because I don't actually need it because I have an entire tray of blocks here. Oh, put that in that one. And then look at these embellishments. Look at how awesome they are. They're like huge. And every time I do this, I do the same thing. Good thing I have a piece of white paper here. They're like huge sequins. Like they're shaped like a sequence, but they're heart shaped. Or they have like the edge on them like a sequence, but they're heart shaped. Gold. They're very nice. So again, it's going to tell you in here which thing goes with which. I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking there's 4 different designs. This is good because I'm only going to make 2 of these cards, and then I won't take up nearly as much of your afternoon. I opened this up and I'm like, why is it not telling us how to make 4 cards? It's telling us how to make 2 cards because what they've done is this design. Oops, this design with a cat or a dog. I pointed backwards when I said those words. And this design with a cat or a dog. So 2 of the same layouts, just 4 cards each, and then your option to do dogs or cats. So the interesting thing, because Stampin' Up! Is very generous generally. So the question now is, how many cats and how many dogs? Okay, so these little things poke out. Okay, so let me get my piece of cardboard out of the way so I can start making these into 2 piles. Ooh, and the pets on these are really nice and big and adorable. I wonder if the envelopes. Nope, envelopes are different as well. Okay, so we're going to start this pile. I like the envelopes on the bottom because then that helps me separate them in the box. So there's one, and there's the other. I think we use the gems on both. That's one, that's the other. This is the base that goes with this one, has the brown on it. This is the base that has coral on it. And then this goes with this one. And this goes with this one. Every stack seemed huge. Well, there's just 4 of them. They just seem huge. Another thing of dimensionals. All these things I have extras over. Just going to pop over here. And then, what would you look at that? Okay, so on these cards, sorry, I look at it for the first time the same as you, so I'm always, it's real reactions because I don't look at anything ahead of time. So you see how you have this little like sentiment with the little additional stripe underneath? Usually those are 2 pieces of paper. Usually it's a label, and then underneath it there's a little, you put a strip of DSP or a strip of different colored paper or something. Well, this one they did it for us because these things are together. Oh, that's awesome. And they're the same size, which is even better. So that would mean that any of those stamps will fit on these labels. So I'm just taking 2 off. I'm putting the rest away because I'm only going to make 2 of each of these cards, or 1 of each of these cards, I think. When we're done, I might pop the other one together just with the cat and dog, but I probably can show you. Oh, and see, there's little pop-out things on here, so we're going to have extra stuff. I want to get to the animals, though, so I have to get to get rid of some of these things on the desk. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 cats, 4 dogs, or sorry, 4 gray cats, 4 black dogs, 4, I don't know, beige cats. This is, I don't know what color this is, and then 4 of the Bassets. So in the Scotties. So we have 16 animals. We have 8 cards. So you definitely have lots of extras of this. So if you wanted to make 8 cat cards, you could. And if you wanted to make 8 dog cards, you could. or whatever combination, which means you have all these extra little dudes left over. Or in the case of, if you know somebody who's got two cats, like these two little gray cats, especially with the little smirk on them, I could probably put two cats on one card for my sister-in-law who has two gray cats who probably smirk like that all the time, little troublemakers that they are. Oh, yeah. These animals are so cute. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. What I might just do, maybe I will just do that. Maybe I'm just not going to put any animals on them yet. I'm just going to show you the two cards and then what they look like with each of the animals. How about that? So I'm carefully popping these out because I don't want to rip anything. Even though I have spares, I still don't want to rip anything. I'm not sure you could do anything with the negatives other than like if you wanted to sponge the shape on a new card, and like if I wanted to use this guy on a spare, I could use this as my frame to sponge like a background color and then put him on just slightly offset and it would look like a shadow. So again, there's always a use for a negative piece of paper. There's always something in crafting. Okay, so one of those and one of these. Okay, so I'm just going to start with this card layout for no particular reason. And then, oh, did you notice this little circle here? I'm like, I wonder if they left the circle, but I'm going to guess the point of the circle. Yes, the point of the circle is you can stamp a paw print in it. So I would think that step will do once we know what we're putting on, if we know if it's a dog or a cat. Because yes, they've actually given us cat and a dog paw print. So that's cute. Seriously, every time I go to reach for it, I feel like I keep putting it in the same place, but when I'm reaching over this way, I'm reaching into the carousel of tools on my desk where I'm supposed to put it. And I think maybe what I need to do is move my carousel of tools to the right side because I am right-handed, and so I keep setting it off to my right. See, I like this card just like this, man. Like, it's just, look at how cool this card is. And then... No, okay, so this is just a nice little leftover. And look at this. Like, with your spare pieces on a different card, that one maybe doesn't have enough contrast to it. I think I'd need a bit more contrast. There's another option there, right? Stamp some paw prints on it. It comes with the old olive, which matches all the cards. But you could use whatever color you want. So you could put some like little black paw prints, stamp them on here as like a little bit of a background, put this on, pop it onto another card, maybe have a little trail of footprints going off. It's adorable. But anyways, don't throw those out. Even better than the negative space is a die cut. Okay, so it does show that we're going to do this. And then we're going to put an animal on dimensionals. And we're going to put some paw prints like onto here. Okay, so I'm not totally going to finish these cards, I think, until I decide what I'm doing, like what animal's going on them. And then it does have this underneath. I can lift my dog up a little bit just now. He's a little too low because this has to go up here. Oh, see, I'm centering this. They don't have it centered. They have this a little bit higher. Nope, they don't, because you don't see that through it. Okay, so this is how they've designed it, right? And then your dog can sit here, and you can put, there we go. And then you can put some paw prints, like stamp some paw prints on here, or stamp some paw prints on here. You got a little heart. Now they have the heart on the flag side. I put the heart on the other side myself, but I'm not going to assemble these cards. As I'm now looking at the kit, I mean, they're adorable. I'm going to go this far. I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Because I'm particular. See, this one you got the paw print as well. I'm particular. And Rascal. No. Speaking of dogs, somebody went down the street without permission again. It is his street. I don't know when they'll learn. They must request permission. But yeah, I think I need to figure out if I'm making a dog card or a cat card or which one I'm making for which, because I want my paw prints to match. And right now I have to think about who needs a card with what animal on it. So this one again is going to have the same thing. When I pop these little guys out, these little hearts do not go to waste. They go on a different card because look at how cute they are, right? Just a little bit of glue, stick them down, or you could stick them on the envelope, or once I get my finger out of the way. So the other thing that's on here, so you can put paw prints everywhere, right? So here's the paw prints. There's also a dog boat and a fish. I like to stamp on the inside of my cards as well as the envelopes. Now these envelopes are decorated, so if they didn't get stamped on, that'd be fine, but it's blank inside. So if this was a cat card, you could stamp a cat paw print. You could stamp the little fish. You could stamp both, but you could also take these little hearts and just glue them on the inside, and then they match on the outside, right? No waste. Okay, so this dude goes like this. Okay, this card actually goes like this, according to in my world, everything goes like is like top fold. So I didn't even pay attention, but and I'm right, because in my world this card is getting put together this way. But the way they have it is actually like this with this on top. Did I say it on the front one or not? I'm not sure. So they have theirs straight. You can make yours jaunty angles if you want. You can have them go in the same angle, different angles. A little jaunty this way, that works too. It's your card. You do whatever you want. I like it. I like it at a jaunty angle. You could offset them a bit. That one makes the hearts a weird color, but I mean, yeah, the world is your oyster. So let's go with this. Again, in the sample, they're showing some stamping here and here. And then we have this. And regardless of which option we do, so I'm going to do that really quickly because I think it makes a huge difference. Regardless of which option, the dogs and the cats are popped up on dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals on all of these and then show you. And then we're going to be done. See, we're not too far over. And yeah, once you know what you're, like, you could easily put the book bases together. Unless you wanted to stamp like on the bottom and have the footprint poking up, then I would maybe wait. But so here we go. So we can have this card with the sentiment and a cat. Or a basset hound, which when I lived in Slave Lake, our neighbors had a basset hound. And this, I can't remember the dog's name. He was really cute. He would come out though, and he had the deepest bark. Like he would come out and he was so slow moving and just like whatever. And so you don't expect much, and then be like, oh my goodness, he had such a ridiculously low bark. And then we have the little cat playing with the ball of yarn. And if you happen to have some, or even the white twine from the balloons, which I forgot to put in the other kit, you can color those with your blends. You can color the white twine and make it green and have a little piece of twine coming off of here. That's what I do. Or Sir Scotty Dog. Inspector Scotty, sniffing things out. So there you go. That's that option. And then for this card, we have the same options. We have Sir Inspector Scotty. There we go. Him doing his thing. We have a cat. But I guess I don't have to put them all on that side. The cat could go on that side. And we have our basset hound. Let's move everything to the side. And we have our gray kitten. So the only problem with putting, well, and I said two cats because my sister-in-law has two cats. But if your cats happen to be this color, okay, I'm blocking most of my sentiment, so I'd have to do something different with my sentiment, but no. You could do this. You could put over their tails or have their tail go over top like this. There we go. Right, so I can put two cats on. I think that I can put my card this way if I want. And then it's also longer this way. So if I just so happened that I had two very unique specific dog breeds and I happen to have a mix of both of them, there's my Scotty. Or if you just, or maybe it's just a dog lover. Like you're just giving this to someone who loves dogs, and none of these look like their pets, but they love dogs and they have a couple dogs, so you give them these two dogs. And let's just slide this guy underneath. So there you go. And then add on a gold embellishment or so. You know, when I first saw these, I will tell you, I thought they looked like dog tags. I don't know why, or they could be cat tags too. So you could also put them on like that. Like they could, well, this guy, you can't see his neck. I guess it doesn't work. It only works on this guy because these guys are kind of got something else going on, but nonetheless, put a little heart on it. And there you go. Adorable kit. So many possibilities. I just got to put a bit of thought into who these cards are for before I start stamping, so I know if I'm stamping cat paws or dog paws. But there you go. I'm going to play with that a bit more. I'm going to put some pictures together on the. I'll post later with some actual pictures, and I'll take pictures of the first kit just so you can see. But I just got to decide what I'm doing first. Speaking of which, I guess I could do this too, since I did it with the other card. I could also do that way. Oh, look at that. Works either way. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out for the extra 20 minutes. I hope you enjoy these kits. Kits are so much fun. And look how much fun I had just playing. Crafting is super therapeutic, but it can also be made nice and easy and super fun to take with you, because grab a couple kits, pop them in for the rainy day, or my neighbor started his truck, for the rainy day, or for taking to the cabin, to the lake, on the hotel, on the airport, the bus, summer camp, I don't know, slow job, you need something to do between customers. Like, look at all the fun stuff, and they all just fit right back in a box. I just love them. Once again, I'm going to post a little bit later this afternoon. I do have one seat left for Saturday, but I'm not going to post that poster because I've posted it so many times already. Or sorry, for Sunday. But I do have one seat, so message me if you want to come make some. I'm just finishing up the cutting, but some of our lavender cards on Sunday. So yes, I need to know by Monday if anybody is coming to Midweek Escape on Thursday. Otherwise, that's going to be canceled. And then you have until Tuesday to let me know if you're coming to the Trusty Tools class, which is the first. Whoa, I'm just about to knock a whole bunch of stuff on the floor. Which is the first Sunday in May 5th. And that one, we are making these awesome jobs, which, so the one, none of my samples said Happy Mother's Day, but certainly I have them. So the lavender one could say Mother's Day. Look, I have one that says Father's Day. So yeah, those are the two upcoming things, Mother's Day and Father's Day. But these work as thank you cards, birthday cards, lots of things. So I'm going to post those. I finally figured out the easiest way to do it. Right now I was struggling on Meta, but I'm going to post the posters, and I'm going to put the registration link in the details of the picture. So when you click on the picture, it will bring up the link. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. So that's what I'm doing now. And I should be able to do that with cards and YouTube videos and stuff. It just took me a minute to figure out that was the better way to do it. So watch for that. Let me know if you're coming. I would love to craft with you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I hope I see you next week, if not Sunday. Bye, everybody.